Hello, Alan here from the Center for Transformational Presence. Everything that we do in Transformational Presence is rooted in three fundamental questions. These questions are somehow embedded in pretty much every framework, every tool, every exercise, and it's kind of the way we live all the time. These three questions become a foundation of an approach, a way of life. So the first question is, what wants to happen? That's kind of an odd question. We're not used to putting those words together in that form. We might be used to asking, what do I want? But not in the bigger picture. What wants to happen means there's something about more than just me. There's something in service of a greater good, or in service of everyone who's involved. In some way it's bigger than me here. There's something that's trying to happen. There's another way of asking that question is, there's a message that's trying to come through. What's trying to show itself to me? Or what is the breakthrough that's ready to happen right now, if we'll just let it happen? Or what's the potential that's waiting to unfold or to emerge? What's the message? What is the shift that's trying to happen? All these are ways of asking that question, what wants to happen? Or what's the opportunity that's here for us right now? That's actually a question probably the most frequent way that I ask the question is, so what's the opportunity right now? There's something that's trying to happen. There's something that wants to get our attention. So that's the first question. What wants to happen? And then the second question is, who's that asking me to be? Who's that asking you to be? And so again, it's not a question that we're used to asking. Well, what does that question mean? It means, how's it asking you to show up? What part of you is it asking to bring forward? Maybe it's asking you to be courageous, or to be honest, or to be playful, or creative in some kind of way, you know? It's asking you to show up in a particular way, or to take a particular role. Maybe it's asking you to step into a particular role. And so that second question, who's it asking me to be? And then the third question, what's it asking me to do? You know, we're so conditioned to going straight to that last question and actually not even asking that one. We're used to saying, here's what's happening, what are we going to do about it? And when we come to these three questions, there is so much information that's available to us if we'll just step back and pause and pay attention. There's something that wants to happen. And it's asking us to show up in a certain way, or to take a particular role. And then it's asking us to take an action. There's nothing to figure out when we come to these three questions. It's about listening, sensing, feeling, tapping into what's going on, and letting the circumstance, the situation, and the potential that's trying to unfold, letting that show us the way forward. So three questions. What wants to happen? Who's it asking me to be? Who's it asking us to be? And then what's it asking me to do? What's it asking us to do? These three questions ultimately are not inquiries that you only go to in a particular moment. They become a way of life. They become how you live all the time. That you're constantly asking, so what wants to happen now? And who's that asking me to be? How's it asking me to show up right now? And what's it asking me to do? I don't have to figure it out. It will show me this is the next step. When we talk about what's it asking us to do, it's not about the 10-step plan. It's just, what's the next step? And after you've taken that step, then go back to question number one again. So now, what wants to happen? Now that we've taken this step, maybe some other things have happened or fallen into place. So now what wants to happen? And who's that asking me to be? And how's it asking, or what's it asking me to do? Constantly being with these questions, letting them be just the way that you approach your life and your leadership and your service, and see what happens. Thanks a lot. See you the next time.